Hello and welcome back to Satisfactory. In our last episode, we fixed pretty much everything that was being made on the bus, and it now at least works. It's probably not correct to the math. It's definitely not everything that I want on the bus. It's definitely not all the recipes that I want to use on the bus. One example would be the fix we did last time for batteries, where we just used the classic battery alternate recipe. I don't want to use that one permanently. I want to switch to making the batteries in the blender. The reason being that I want to A, build some stuff with blenders, and B, I want to make it. I want to make the stuff, and I want to also have to bus fluids. I want to figure out how to bus fluids, or how I want to handle fluids on the bus and whatnot. Which means, of course, we'll have to bring in nitrogen gas at some point and either bust the liquid or bust the tanks of gas. So we'll figure that out though at some point. Today, however, before we go too far and have too much going on elsewhere in the here on the main bus, I want to head down to the nuclear plant because, as you can see, our power is potentially suffering. We no longer have the mega power that we had here. That's because we no longer have nuclear working. So I want to head out to the nuclear plant. I loaded up on some more iodine filters. So I have almost 2 full stacks of them. We of course have our hazmat suit. And we have our explorer ready to go. So let's head out there. And I think I will start the drive, and then I will probably pause and come back when we get there, because this will be kind of a little bit of a boring drive, but I also wanted to start here at the main base just for that introduction. So, see if I can remember how to get to the nuclear plant, but I will pause and bring you guys in as I near there. And welcome back. I remembered, mostly because I had a power line to follow, but I need to be careful because there's more radiation out here now than there was back when we were last here. So, hazmat suit. And I'm probably need to build a ladder. I probably should just build a ladder. That's the better way to word it. That didn't work. Not the way I wanted. There we go. So, this is completely dead. We ran through our radiation level. Look at that. Oh, I guess it didn't reach quite as far as I thought it did. We ran through all of our already made fuel. We probably have a crap ton in storage up there of nuclear waste, which I'm going to want to deal with here very soon. Let's put up some more ladders here, maybe to this spot. There. And then there. I suppose I should have one more here just to complete the effect. Yeah, here comes the radiation again. So someone was telling me that there is it says 25 uranium waste storage X per minute. The problem is I don't know what that X per minute is for sure. I think it was Ghostified Gamer was saying in the chat in yesterday's episode that it was supposed to be 5 per minute, but he saw it was more like 20, so there could be, it said 5, but he thought it was more like 20. We'll have to see how much it actually is, and that's going to govern how much plutonium we make, because plutonium is the new sort of second level nuclear fuel. Holy crap, it's getting red down here. How much waste do we have? That one's nearly full. This one should be empty. That's good. This one should be empty. That's good too. And this one's probably, only a little in here. Okay, so we have less than 1 mega container full of nuclear waste, which isn't much. But it makes sense because I only have 3 reactors. We're only making 0.6 uranium fuel rods per minute. So it's not like we're making a crap ton of nuclear waste here, but I want to get this thing kick-started again, which means we're going to have to tear it apart and figure out how to put it back together again correctly. Well, we don't tear it all apart, but we need to tear down some of it because there's a step that's been removed due to the adding in of a blender at a certain point here. So let's take a look here. This is electromagnetic connection rods. We still need these. We need a little bit more of these, but we still need these. I'm going to do all the tweaking of the tuning here. Crystal oscillators, we still need these. This one is beacons. Those are still necessary as well. And then this used to be encased uranium cells. It needs a source of silica, which it is not getting, because they rearranged all of the things here. And also the new encased, well, this is the infused, which I think is still made in a thing here. Let me take a look. Uranium. Uranium Fuel Rod. No, that's not what I want. I want the uranium cell. The infused uranium cells are still made here in the manufacturer, but I want to actually switch this to be the encased uranium cells that are made in the made in the blender. So I want to show you. I've been working on my my spreadsheet again. Let me tweak that slightly. That's better. So I've been working on my calculator again, and this will be available in my Discord soon. I'm just making sure I'm working through the bugs, but I put through the entire nuclear plan, and I'm working on the main bus plan right now, but I put through the entire nuclear plan, and this is pretty much ready to go, but like I said, I want to switch this over, and we're still chewing through uranium pellets. Wait a minute. Uranium pellets. Let's take a look at that. This recipe takes in sulfur and silica and quick wire. That makes uranium out of nothing? Well, that's interesting. I didn't realize you could make uranium out of nothing. Let's take a look here at this, not this recipe. Oh, you can still make... Oh, no, wrong branch. Now you can make infused uranium cells without it using any uranium, which is interesting. I wonder if that's a bug. I don't know. Either way. And then also, I have my map here. You can see the radiation. I wanted to show that as well. There's a bit of radiation centered around those storage bins right there, those storage containers. But also, the uranium belt itself is highly irradiated, and then there's obviously some radiation in the area as well. So we're gonna have to keep wearing this suit here in order to keep from dying. We've already eaten through quite a few of those iodine infused filters as well. So I'm gonna want to take this apart, but I'm gonna have to get rid of these uranium pellets because they're not used for anything anymore. Unless this recipe is going to keep using them. If this recipe keeps using them, it just needs to have more silica. Why are we not making very much silica? Maybe because I don't intend to make that much silica. At least we're safe from radiation over here. That's silica, and this is something else that keeps disappearing. Quartz, okay. Let's turn this up to 100%, just so we can make a little bit more silica to try and flush those uranium pellets out, hopefully, because otherwise I'm going to have to store them in the box and never use them again. I can't jump this with... Oh, yeah, that's right. I can't jump it. Let's do a slide here. No, that's not how you do a slide. There we go. But we have the uranium coming in here. I think I want to take this belt out, and this lift, and this belt, because the uranium's not going to come into this spot anymore anyway. And I want to put down a box over here someplace. No, that should be storage container. Hello, doggo. You haven't grown a third eye yet, at least. That'll be fine. And let's put this in there, and I guess that's it for right now. And apparently I'm not getting irradiated from that, which is interesting. Those are just regular poles? Okay, let's build another ladder right here. Ladder. Apparently you don't get irradiated from uranium in a box, but you do get irradiated from uranium on a belt. So this also contains nothing. Good. Nothing and nothing. I probably should have come out here. Are these going to get used or not? That is the question. Not taking in the silica because that's where it says sulfur. Oh, I see. Wait a minute. The silica's just going in there like crazy. Where's it going? Is it not the right slot anymore? Where's sulfur? Uranium pellets. Let's try resetting that recipe. This one? Okay, now it's running again. Well, that'll at least kickstart our nuclear power a little bit. And hopefully at least it was just like sinking that whatchamacallit. It was just sinking that silica, which is kind of funny, interesting, weird. Okay, can I click on the thing? There we go. I would like to put those. And how long are these going to be coming out of here for? So I want to replace this with that blender, but I can't replace it with the blender. I don't want to replace it with the blender until I burn through these uranium pellets because they are, they're useless anymore. And I would rather have them be gone. I don't know where these are being stored at because there's no indication that there's anything in this machine. I have no idea how many there are, but since this wasn't using them, that makes sense that there's still a bit of a problem here. Can I get rid of these? Let me take this belt up so that I can shove these in there and get rid of them. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause again for a moment. I'm going to stuff all of these in there to get this flushed through, and then we can return to the rebuild instead of you guys watching me do this. Okay, so I've come back. I had deconstructed that refinery that used to make the uranium pellets, and there were probably 100 in storage in there, plus some uranium. And so I dumped them into a box. I'm over here out of the radiation zone, but I dumped them into a box. I guess we can go back over there. I'm still wearing a hazmat suit, so that they would flush into the manufacturer and finish. And then also in there was some uranium ore, so I put that in the box we created before the last break, down there off of before the last pause, down there off of the cliff. And then the game bugged out, and because I had irradiated stuff in my inventory, even though I took it out, it still thought it was there. So I got out of so I had to cut out of the game and come back in, but that's okay, or at least reload my save basically. So what I want to do now is I want to look at the numbers of these different machines that we have going here and see if we have enough, or if we need to build more. I think we are okay on the types of things we have, but we might not be okay on the numbers of things we have. So let's take a look. And of course, we know that we need to put in a blender to make the encased uranium cells. We're only going to need one, so that's good. The next thing here was crystal oscillators? No, beacons. Beacons, we need a very small fraction of one. I don't know why I don't have that clocked down. Crystal oscillators, we also need part of one. Maybe I just didn't bother clocking these down. We can do that though. Electromagnetic control rods, we still need those in this alternate recipe. It's the one I still want to use. And then we have high-speed connectors being made here using the silicon recipe. We need about that much of this one, so that's good. Quick wire stators. Yep, we need these still, and we just need this one machine. Well, we might not have to redo a whole lot then. That would be good. We have one refinery making sulfuric acid. I may redo the way this is sitting to flip it around, but we still need just a part of one more than this though, which is going to be interesting. And then we have over here reinforced iron plates. This is the stitched alternate recipe, and I still want to use that. Well, actually, it looks like we won't have to do a whole lot of nuclear rebuilding. We will have to do the aforementioned. Right, let's do the slide. We'll have to do the aforementioned. What's it called? Plutonium. But I want to know how much waste we're going to output before we start the plutonium. So let's see. This is going to be silicon circuit boards. Still need a small amount of them. Actually, that exact amount. We have silica. We have quartz crystals. We have a noisy pump somewhere. I think they're right down here, aren't they? Yes, there it is. Quartz is good. Quick wire is good. This is iron plate. Iron plate. Yep. Iron rods, I think. Yep. Steel pipes. That's good too. And then cable. And I think we have 2 machines making wire here. Yes, we do. And we're going to still need 2 of those. Well, not a full 2, but you know what I mean. And then 1 making copper sheets. Yep. And then the smelting should be okay-ish as well. We have 1 smelter smelting copper. We basically need 1 whole smelter making copper. And then we have 1 foundry making steel from the solid steel recipe here. We have 1 iron smelter. We have 1, what's it called? Deuterium smelter. And then somewhere we have concrete being made. That's mining coal. This is making a bunch of water. Or do we not have concrete being made? I don't know that we actually do have concrete being made here. There's sulfur coming in. Did we use concrete before? I guess we didn't. What is concrete even used for here? Concrete is used in the encased uranium cell, which is new. So we're going to have to make concrete. Boy, that'll be hard. We're going to need 80% of 1 constructor worth of concrete. 36 limestone. I wonder where the nearest limestone even is here. Let's do a scan. 200 meters that way, or 200 meters that way. I'll just probably bring this one in. That's in that passage that we already have open, or already using here. So we can just go and get that. Whatever level it is, it'll be fine. We can make do with whatever it brings us. And then we'll just set up a constructor here someplace. Maybe even expand this a little bit this way. Add a constructor here in the end, and then we'll put a belt of concrete up there. Okay, so let's take a look at now. Can we use this yet? Yes, we can. Okay. Is this done? No, it's not. Well, the sulfuric acid we could probably look at replacing. So the sulfuric acid is going to be used in the encased uranium cells, which is this recipe. So let's And in case uranium cells no longer need sulfur directly. So we're going to take this out. And this. And all of this pipe... Well, we need the water still to make the sulfuric acid. But I think I want to take out this refinery. And these pipes. And all of these pipes. And some of these water pipes as well, because we're probably going to back this up a little bit. And then I want to look at, again, the blender. Where are the inputs? Pipe inputs are on the right. Okay. So we'll put the refinery for sulfuric acid over here on the right someplace. Can we put it possibly in line with that input? That might just work. I could probably inch it closer as well. And maybe I should make it closer. Let's see, sulfuric acid. Let's see, the sulfur comes in and water comes in. I have to bring the uranium in a different way. Is this going to go directly into there? Let me look at that recipe again. Yeah, uranium, sulfuric acid, concrete go into that that recipe to the blender. Okay. So I think, let's see, let's bring this closer, yeah. We'll go like there. I want to look at that blender again. Thank you, autosave. And specifically this recipe. This does output sulfuric acid. So we're going to have to loop the sulfuric acid back around. Here's the output. Okay, good. It's on the far side. So that's an opportunity for something to get bunged up. But we'll have to... Maybe we have to clip this pipe a little bit or something to get it around here, depending what the blender actually looks like compared to this. 65 more pellets to go. Hurry up, thing! Alright, let's go ahead and hook this water up then. Not you, not you. This out. And this can come up. I think to there. Yes, I know, radiation. And that looks good. And that'll be our water pipe. And then we need sulfur to come in here. I guess I can't jump a pipe in the suit. I would think I would learn that by now. This is the splitter here, so... this can come out, I guess. Can I just do a lift? Why not? The question is... Oh, I can't jump on the pipe. Directly above this... Oh, that's really handy. Oops, not that. Okay, and then this one goes like this. Take that belt out, put a new one in its place. Okay, why did it let me jump on the corner? Interesting. And I might as well take this one out too, because we don't need it there anymore. We were using it for that, but we should be getting close now. I'm going to be careful to not delete too much. And because now we only need the sulfur in one place. So we're going to have to put concrete up there, so I'm going to leave this alone. Sulfur, we need a lift. Or we could just put the lift in here. Alright. Wonder if I can do this right. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. So this is level 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think that's right. That looks right. How much is left? Do you want this sulfur in my inventory? You need 4 times... no, this is 2, so yeah, there's plenty in there now. Let's dump this in here then. No power. Right, I haven't hooked power up yet. Then we're going to have to figure out how to prioritize that sulfuric acid. Actually, you know what? I want to disconnect this belt, because I want to dump this sulfur that's in my inventory in there. And we're going to have more when I disconnect this. Alright, so I think we can go around and tweak the speeds on some of these other machines now, because, well, we're making too much of these things. Beacons, we need 16%. We don't need a whole beacon. We need 1.2 per minute. We don't need a crazy amount of beacons here. Can I? No, there's not. Same thing here with crystal oscillators. We need 0.6. We need 60%. And we need to have a little bit more of these. A lot of it more of these, actually. Electromagnetic connection rods. No, not a little bit more of these. I was looking at the wrong thing. We need 2 per minute of these now. Sneak through here and I'll show you why. What was I shredding before? I was shredding the nuclear fuel if we made too much, apparently. Is this still set properly? Because it's been spiked lately. Or that's global, so that doesn't count. Okay, never mind. Because we need 2 of these per minute, 0.6 of these, and 1.2 of these. So the recipe's a little bit different here. And then we'll need to have the 20 per minute of those. Because we're making one of these. And one of these still, at 0.6 per minute, still powers 3 of those nuke plants. So we are at the correct number here. And if you can see, our power is back up to maximum again. Because we are producing enough nuclear power. Or enough nuclear fuel rods. Alright, are you just about done? Oh great, there's one left. I don't think I can shred that either. I'm just going to put that in a box here and leave it alone. And I don't want to pick it up because if it's what caused the radiation issues before, I don't want to pick it up till I'm done with the episode. And not have screaming radiation the whole time. Stators. Stators, we need to have 0.25. Okay, we have that. And also high-speed connectors. This is 33 point... You can do out to 4 decimal places now. So I'm going to do it when I need it. and when I can. Here we have silicon circuit boards. We need 8% of those. That's great. And then we have silica. This one we will eventually need just 39.2% of. Turn that one down. Let's check that. That 14.7 looks funny for some reason. But it's not. Okay, good. Quartz crystal, 48%. We're still good there. Quick wire, 75%. Iron plate, 43%. I must have just forgotten to clock all these down. Iron rod, 8%. Steel pipe, 20%. Cable, 36%. Wire, we need to have a total of 1.65333. So I think I will do one of these at, well, 83 sounds good. Let me check. 1.65333 minus 0.83. Yeah, so these really didn't change. We could make this one 82.333. We'll do a 4 at the end, just for fun. And then the copper sheets. 0.22. Yep, 22%. And our smelter here, this is 97. It should be 97.333, just to make it correct. And then steel. Wow, yeah, that should be 13%, 13 1/3. Iron. Only 47% of that. And Caterium, 60% of that. And then we'll have to bring in the concrete. So what I think I will do is I'll go out and set up a miner on that limestone. And I'll bring it in here, and we'll do that in the next episode. And we'll also be able to hook up that blender, set that blender up and hook it up, and start making some of the encased uranium cells the sort of right way, or the new way. So thank you all for joining me in this episode, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.